Welcome back to Kansas Today. One nonprofit says they're able to help people with physical, emotional, and mental challenges. It's the tool they use that's helping to make enormous change. At Freedom Hooves. Ready? Gearing up to head into therapy is part of the process.
We've had some that have learned to walk out here that weren't walking before. One of our favorite stories is we had a rider who was 9 years old and had never said a word, and his first word was the name of his horse, and just continued to talk after that.
They're in no short supply of success stories. Just ask Nick Rice and his mom, Betty.
The proof is in the pudding.
Nick is 31 and has cerebral palsy. His mom says he always wanted to be a cowboy.
When he was about 6, he couldn't even sit up.
After getting him on a horse, it changed.
That made him sit up straight, and it built that core to where he now can sit and walk and balance. Yeah, and it helps his balance.
The reason horses are perfect for this type of therapy.
How they walk mimics how a human walks, and so, those that are physically challenged are getting those muscles engaged and moving that they normally would not.
And it goes beyond what's physical.
Encouragement, and it gives him some confidence, I think, because people with disabilities are limited what they can do, and this is something he can, call his own.
As for Nick, who always wanted to be a cowboy, saddling up, working hard, and trusting his horse pretty much gets him there. Staff also add that a person's brain is constantly being stimulated while they're riding, so they also have clients that are working on reading, writing, and math while they're out there as well.
I love that, and we were just talking a little bit briefly during that story, and you were saying this is able to happen because the horses mimic how people walk.
That was interesting. I know we've covered Freedom Hooves before, and they're a well-known organization, but it was interesting how many people weren't aware that that was why it works.
Yeah.
And there are other ways to support as well. Of course, we always have 3 ways you can support online at ksn.com, but something also cool, Freedom Hooves has their annual bourbon and bow ties. It's coming up on April 30th. However, tomorrow is the last day to RSVP. Our very own Jeff Herndon will be emceeing that event. We do have a link to buy tickets online at ksn.com.